All right, let's go out on the guest line and talk to our guy, the Bulldog himself, the best question asker in the city. And I'm really happy he's up there to give us some a breakdown of what's going on. The one, the only, Mr. Dave Uram. Dave, how you doing, pal?
Good morning, guys. It's a beautiful, breezy, sunny day in Foxborough, and I'm really looking forward to this practice.
Well, I'm so excited to have the Bulldog on today.
How breezy, Bulldog?
A little not very breezy, but breezy enough to where it feels like a comfortable, going to be somewhere in the 80s.
All right, but not breezy enough to affect the pass game in a negative way, correct?
So no.
Okay, I like this. All right,
Good.
so we're gonna get into some nitty gritty, some what you're looking for, all that. But let's just start with setting the scene because we spoke to Elliot before. He was not at the practice yet. You are there. You have a feel for kind of the setup, potentially whether Eagles fans are up there. Just give us an idea of what you're looking at and what the feel is up there.
So the doors open here at the practice facility, I think around 9 o'clock for the 10:15 practice. And I was walking over there somewhere between 7:30 and 8 to the entrances. They have two entrances, one by the stadium and one a little further down. And there were already more than a couple of hours before the practice and about an hour or so before the gates open, there were already dozens of fans lined up, including some Eagles fans.
Yeah, buddy.
Including some Eagles fans.
Love it.
So
I sensed mostly Patriots fans there, which is not surprising, but there's definitely going to be an Eagles fan presence here. And
Very
there are
nice.
bleachers, so there's a lot of places for fans to sit.
Love this.
that sounds great. And is it beginning to get loud? Are you seeing any contentiousness between the Patriot wearing people and the Eagle wearing people?
So from when I walked over there about a half an hour ago, I did not sense any contentiousness. I sensed a lot of, I guess just waiting things out. Some fans throwing footballs around, others having their phones out, getting ready for the day. But no, I did not sense any contentiousness, but that's maybe something that I'll keep an eye on when I'm not watching A.J. Brown at today's practice.
Yeah, buddy.
Is by what you can tell, are we going to show more because it's now you gotta win this, right? The Eagles value this event, this joint practice, enough to where they will try to win the joint practice, correct? So I would assume that they would be running more of the offense, that they're not going to be holding back, especially, because it's not going to be nationally televised. You're not going to be giving away secrets, as we know Nick Sirianni does not choose to do. What is your expectation in terms of the depth of offense and defense even that we'll be showing today?
I expect them to try to do more today when they're playing the Patriots for a couple of reasons. One, as you mentioned, they value these practices, and this is probably the only time that the regulars are really going to go against competition from other teams because I don't expect them to play in preseason games. And the second reason is that, as you mentioned, nothing's on video here. I mean, there's explicit signs here telling fans no audio and video during the practice. It is prohibited. And there is even loud messages over the speaker that they've tested out here beforehand that have emphasized that. So I anticipate those here today seeing more of what the Eagles are trying to do.
Do you think the Eagles themselves want to win this joint practice as badly as we want them to win this joint practice? The preseason, it's kind of whatever. And then you got some groups like the Ravens, especially when John Harbaugh was there, that really prioritize. Are the Eagles prioritizing this, as far as you can tell, in an exciting way? That's what I'm hoping for.
I think they should. Especially because, they view these as game-like situations, and they're not going to be playing the regulars, presumably, in the preseason game. So, yeah,
Right.
I would
This is
expect Sirianni and Fangio to definitely, yeah. I mean, look, is it must win? I guess I've been seeing that around on social media.
Stop it. Of course it's not.
Is it must win? I mean, no, it's
There's
not
no
must
such
win
thing as a win.
because-
It's Elliot saying whether they win or lose. What are we talking about here, guys? Sorry.
Well,
sorry,
I mean, because like
I'm sorry.
must win implies that the season is over
Yes,
if they quote
it
unquote
does.
lose, right? Now there's tiers of must win. That's the most tier. The second tier is, well, they really need this, right, for the sake of their season. I don't think it's there either. But that being said, considering that the first preseason game for the folks who are trying to make the team as backups didn't go well, and this is probably going to be the only time that regulars play against another team, it's important. And they need to do well these 2 days.
So there are, I mean, the normal amount of officials out there on the practice field that there would be in a game, correct? Can you see the officials?
Well, they haven't started.
milling
They're
around?
still like an hour and a half from practice, so I'm doubting it's like, you know.
I'm one of the few people here. In fact, I
That
was
surprises
just,
no
like,
one, Dave.
So, you know, I've never been here before. I've never done these joint practices before. I'm really looking forward to it. I have no idea really where I'm going. I've asked a million questions and annoyed a lot. Mike Reese from ESPN. You know Mike Reese from
Yes.
I've probably asked him a dozen questions already to the point where I think he was really nice about it. But like I can read people and he's probably
He's like, who is
go away.
this guy?
So sick and tired of
Go
it.
away, dude. In fact, a member of who I presume is Patriots PR is already telling me that I'm in the wrong spot. So I'm like, I'm in the process of actually walking to the right spot so I don't get thrown out
Booted
today. So
That would be a story.
Yeah,
The
but
Bulldog gets booted.
So but no officials yet on the field, John.
Okay.
No refs yet on the field.
How much, based on the questions you were asking Mr. Reese, do you think we'll see special teams as a part of this, or is it just offense, defense, specific situations?
Didn't ask him that, but I'm guessing that they would want to have at least some special teams periods. They do some special teams periods in Eagles practice, and there's no reason not to here. So, yeah, I would suspect it. And, you know, as we talked about the weather earlier, right now that breeze does not exist, so no excuses for Jake Elliott to miss any field goals today or extra points.
Sure. So I guess I'm just trying to get a good grasp of what we have going on. Like, it sounds like this is going to be run like the Eagles would normally run a practice where you've got, you know, warm up and stretch and individual periods where you'll have the Patriots and their position coaches taking, you know, for instance, their running backs through running back drills at the same time that the Eagles running back coaches are taking their running backs through running back drills. Or so I'm assuming it's separate like that until they come together and sort of scrimmage. Or are they?
He doesn't know. He said he hasn't been to any
Never
joint
been to a joint
practices
practice
yet.
before.
Eagles do it at their place. I would suspect it's something like that, where like they got 3 fields here. They have 2 fields where they have a lot of bleachers for fans to watch. From my understanding, that's where the Patriots will begin their practice. And then there's a 3rd field to the side where apparently that's where the Colts were starting their practice last week during the joint practices between the Patriots and Colts. So I'm guessing the Eagles will start there, and then they'll come together for the joint aspect of it. If I'm just taking a guess at it.
Have you
'Cause they
heard
got 3
any?
fields here.
Has anyone been talking about the Colts experience? You know, how the Patriots did in the last set of joint practices?
Didn't hear anything about that.
Mike
no.
Reese, who he was talking about, actually said they were not very happy about it, and that they appeared to want to take it out.
Oh,
of the
that's
Eagles.
interesting.
Basically, kind of said that. I saw a clip of him online.
That's
But
interesting.
We're not thrilled with how they practiced against the
Well,
Colts.
good. You want a fired up Patriot squad to give the Eagles their best shot. Dave, we mentioned AJ Brown. You are technically like you're on AJ Brown watch up there. Your job is to follow AJ to see what's going on. What's your plan for covering AJ, for following around? And Elliott said to us that we know with AJ that being supposed to speak doesn't mean he will speak. But if he does speak after, what kind of questions are you planning to hopefully ask him?
So I'm supposed to keep my eye on AJ the entire time. I guess from when he takes the field to when the practice is over, I'm going to be watching nobody but number one. You know, if AJ's on the sideline, I'm going to be watching AJ on the sideline. I have no other responsibility here other than to have my 2 eyes on.
Do you have
Patriots wide
binoculars?
receiver. I don't, which is a mistake.
No, that would have just been funny.
But right, and I saw the image that the station put out impersonating me as an actual bulldog looking on inside of a bush.
James, you have to look that up. It's
I
so
will.
funny.
That's great.
As to AJ Brown, but no, I'm going to keep my eye on him the whole time. I don't know how much we're allowed to shoot video and audio here. I'm going to try to find that out. I guess that'll be my last of 50 questions to ask people before this actually gets underway. But I plan on taking as much, if we're allowed, video of AJ beforehand before they tell us to put the cameras down, if we're allowed that. And then like in very Elliott fashion, I have a notebook, and I'm going to basically write down every single thing that A.J. Brown does during the practice. I don't know if, like, stats might be tough because, when Elliott keeps Jalen stats, it's, well, he was, X of X, right, for a touchdown.
Right.
But, there's only, I guess, how many times A.J. was targeted,
Thrown
how many
to,
catches he has.
Yeah, how many catches.
Might be hard. Yeah, it might be hard to like calculate yards or something like that. But I'm going to try to have as much AJ info as possible. And then as far as afterwards is concerned, this is something that I'm very focused on. I obviously plan on being at the AJ Brown, hopeful AJ Brown post-practice media availability. And, there are a couple of questions that come to mind, which I'm sure other folks will ask if I don't ask.
Sure.
Basically, on the record, why you wanted to leave Philadelphia, number one. Number two, if there's an opportunity for it, how do you look back on your 4 years here? Mm-hmm. And then the last one that I really want to ask, because I know that there are some folks out there who thought this from the last game that he played as an Eagle, the playoff loss to the 49ers. There's some people believe out there that you didn't give 100%. What's your reaction to that?
Buddy.
And do you feel like you gave 100% in that game? And we'll see how it goes.
I can't wait.
Great question.
Dave, great stuff, buddy.
Do you think before those questions you might heckle AJ while taking notes on everything that
is
he's
not
doing?
Uram
Because
style, I
that
don't
could help. That could help our endeavors here. Like, if you get in AJ's head, Dave, we know he could fly off the handle.
True.
He could get very upset. He could become a major distraction for his teammates out there.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that to the Eagles fans who are here in Saquon. I did see one fan, a young fan, in an AJ Brown Eagles jersey, but the fans here in Eagles gear, I'll let them handle that. I'm here to be objective and impartial and hopefully not get thrown out by anybody. I've already, been in the wrong spot. So I'm just going to try. I'm going to try to, play by the rules and see this thing through.
Dave, you should go interview some of the Eagles fans and ask
That's a good idea.
Why they decided to go. Are they from there? Did they come from Philadelphia? That'd be interesting to know.
Yeah, and whether they're pro or anti AJ, because I do think that there's still a portion of Eagles fans who love AJ.
Dave, I'd also like to know, when you're taking notes on his specific actions during practice, he's supposed to be blocking when they are running, and we know that he didn't like to do that when he was feeling a little, left out as an Eagle. I would love to know who he's blocking and how hard he's trying while blocking these guys. He knows them, and that's a head-to-head situation where you can really get some licks in. Like these guys might come up and try to strike AJ, and he might come up and try to strike them. I hope that you can see some of that and report on it. That'd be neat to hear about.
I love that idea. So, Uram, we will have you on tomorrow. We can't wait. I'm sure you'll be on the station later today. Everyone follow Dave on Twitter at Mr. Uram. And check out the graphic. You're right, Rhea and Dave. This is hilarious of the bulldog with the binoculars in the bushes tracking AJ Brown. I expect you to be that bulldog today, Dave. Thank you for taking the time, brother.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks. Take
Awesome.
care.
Miss you like the Dickens, Dave.
Yes, I do too.
He's always here.
Oh,
He's omnipresent.
Yeah.
The first person I see every morning at 3:30.
Yeah, he's always here.
He's like, hey, Rhea.
He is to the point where, like, he is one of those people, and there are not many, where the bosses have to force him to take time off.
Oh, no, he said to me, like, he'll text me the sound from the Phillies game and he covers the night before. And he says to me, it was either a week or two ago, he goes, listen, I'm off tomorrow, but I'm still going to. I said,
Oh, I know.
I better not get a
Yeah,
text.
I'm
message
always
from
like,
you.
Dave, no,
No,
don't
you're
do
off.
it. Stop it.
Take your wife out to dinner.
Stop it. Okay. Awesome stuff from Uram. We'll hear from him tomorrow.